Hey Cancer, and welcome to your spiritual messages for this time frame. Thank you so much for your patience. As always, I appreciate it all the time. So today we're going to be doing a spiritual reading. So this is only about you. This is not about romance or love. However, keep an open mind because anything can come forward in these readings. But usually I'm tapping into an energy of what you need to know the most right now. Okay, so let's get started here. This reading is for all Cancer placements. And if for some reason this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And if you ever feel guided to get a reading from me, all of my information is in the description box below. Okay, let's just get into it. So I'm going to be doing things a little bit different. I'm going to start by pulling an oracle card for what's at your energy, what's going on with you right now. Okay. Surrender, letting go of the darkness. Beautiful. Yeah, Cancer, I feel like you have been going through some darkness a lot. I feel like you've found yourself in this dark cloud for a long time. I feel that you've been hanging on to the past a lot and the pains and the memories that has brought you, but you're finally letting go of all of that because you know that that's not the way to live. You know, living in the past is not good for anyone involved. You are not your past anymore. But also fears of the future as well. I feel like you could be living in the future also thinking that you have to have this and that to feel whole, right? But that's not how that works. You have to be, you have to fill those voids in yourself first before you can think that anything tangible is going to make you feel full, because it's not. Materials are not going to give you happiness. Money is not going to give you happiness. It can definitely buy temporary happiness, don't get me wrong, but it's not the solution to everything. Okay, so right now I feel like you're surrendering to a lot of shit you can't control. I feel like you've been trying to control for so long and you have no choice. You're finally like, okay, let me just sit back and relax and let the universe unfold. I don't have to do anything. And that's the beauty of surrendering, is that you don't have to do anything. Why make your life difficult by creating more tension in your life? Why not just let go? So that's exactly what you're doing right now. So that's really beautiful, and I think it's bringing in a lot of peace and tranquility in your life that you've never felt before. So I love that for you. At the bottom of the deck we have challenge, standing up for your rights. So you've had to fight for yourself for sure. Maybe you're surrounded by other people, whether it's family members or friends, who don't necessarily know what it means to surrender either, and just just trust in the universe. And I feel like you've had to stand up for yourself while you do that. Maybe you have the pressure of other people making you do things you don't want to do, and you have to stand up for yourself and say, I'm not doing that. I don't feel the need to do that. And there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. And I feel like that's what you've had to do. You've definitely had to, challenge other people because you know what's best for you. I feel like you could have been trying to people please, and it's only left you so far from where you need to be. It's led you astray from your path by trying to please other people, because you're not meant to be on this earth to please other people. You're meant to be here and fulfill your purpose, not someone else's purpose. So I feel like you've had to stand up for yourself, challenge yourself, whether that's even challenging like an authority figure of some kind. But I'm definitely feeling like the Five of Wands here. So there has been some conflict surrounding other people where you had to go toe to toe with people and kind of give it to God, like you said what you said, there's nothing else left to say, so let's just leave it at that. That's kind of what I feel happened between you and someone else. Let's see what's underneath that. Destruction. Yeah, releasing your anger. Damn. There was something you needed to get off your chest about other people, and you finally did. And it left people shook. They were like, damn, I wasn't expecting Cancer to say that. But I think it's because they were so used to pleasing them for so long that when you finally put an end to that, they were very surprised. but you had to release some type of anger. You had to cause destruction. So I applaud you for that. That's a very admirable energy. I feel like it's not very like you. This is different for you. You're not acting as you normally do, but that's a good thing, because I feel like you've kind of been in this numbing state where you were not being true to yourself. You let people do whatever they wanted with you. You weren't doing what makes you happy, but now you're letting go of that darkness that was other people and other situations, and now you're just surrendering and seeing where it takes you, right? It's like you had this emotional outburst that needed to happen, and then now you're just kind of chilling, just waiting to see what the next thing that's going to happen now. But that's exactly what you needed to do. So I love that for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into the tarot. So as always, I'm going to be pulling what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, your recent past, and what you need to know. So what's at your center is the Two of Wands. Yeah, exactly. Just as I was saying, it's like you're at the beginning of a path and you're choosing which way to go. Yeah. We have the Ace of Cups as your crossing energy. Crowning energy is this, the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, this is a new deck for me. I'm still getting familiar with it. Okay, what's happening here? Why are we not centered? What's rooting you is the King of Wands. Recent past is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. What you need to know is the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Oh yeah, you definitely had to hone your power and tell someone who's boss. You had to release that anger, unleash the fury. You had to be honest with yourself. You had to take action. And because of that, Cancer, you regained your power. I feel like the readings that I've done for Cancers in the past, it's like you were kind of a little all over the place. You were scared to act on something, and I think you finally gained your strength. Oh, as I'm saying strength, look, is right underneath it. We have the strength card. So as you regained your strength and your power, you were finally able to tell people to, kick dirt, like F off, literally. I'm loving this energy. I don't know if you have fire placements, but you finally started tapping into your fire signs, for sure. Should I clarify the Emperor? I'm kind of curious to see where it is that you're honing your strength right now. Oh, we have a lot coming forward. Yeah, the High Priest with the Magician. Oh, your energy is beautiful, Cancer. I don't know what switched in you that finally made you just be like, you know what? I'm going to live my life and not care what anyone has to say about it. But whatever it is that you're committed to, that you have these strong values towards, you're putting all your time and energy into that, because I feel like you maybe just got tired of not living your true self. And with the High Priest here, finally, like, you just told yourself, like, I have values and I have morals, I have goals, I have high standards. Like, let's start acting as we are meant to act, as our true selves. I feel like you had a conversation with yourself, with the Magician here, about being honest with yourself and authentic. Maybe you started tapping into spirituality more, and that's been helping. You could have met people through just becoming yourself more. You started attracting people that were more aligned with you vibrationally. Like you're starting to attract people that meet your vibration. This is beautiful. This is new Cancer. Sorry, this is new energy for Cancer that I'm not used to. Yeah, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles over here. So you're gaining that strength and that confidence in yourself because you've been nurturing yourself. Maybe that's what you were lacking in the past. You weren't nurturing yourself in the ways that you needed. You could have had mother issues, and that's where a lot of this self-confidence was lacking, because maybe you were expecting some type of validation from a mother or a motherly figure of some kind, and you weren't getting it. But I think whether you got it or you're now understanding that you don't need anyone's validation to do what you need to do in this life, something like that. Yeah, the world, you're ending cycles, you're learning what you need to learn, and you're reflecting on it. Okay, so what's at your center is the Two of Wands. So, like I said, you're at the beginning of a path and you have two choices. And I think it's because after unleashing your anger on people that needed to hear it, now you're kind of just, chilling at home, manifesting the next goal in your life. But there is a decision here to be made. You are kind of thinking like, where to next? It's like there's just kind of curiosity about yourself, because you have this newfound confidence that you're thinking the world is your oyster, and it is. Six of Pentacles, and it's coming out like that, so Oof, the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Then we have the Seven of Swords right underneath that with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so, I mean, you are Cancer at the end of the day. So I do feel like you think a lot about how other people feel, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's also a strength, to be compassionate and understanding of those around you. But with the Six of Pentacles here, as it coming as a crossing energy like that, and with the Tower, I feel like you are concerned as to how your next move in life is going to affect someone. I don't know who that is. Let's see if we can try to get a little bit more specific here. Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Swords. Yeah, there's like this indecision about you. You're kind of waiting to see what steps to take. Maybe there's a certain individual that you kind of feel like there's loose ends, that there wasn't closure, and you want closure before you move into the next chapter in your life, because you feel like you're always going to look back and wonder what if with that certain situation, whoever that is, whatever that is. We have the High Priestess. So yeah, this kind of weighs heavy in your mind and your subconscious, and you think about this person a lot where things kind of ended badly, and you want to make things right. And there's a part of you that says you need to make things right with that person. Maybe it was someone who you unleashed your anger on. Maybe you could have been a little bit too honest. Like maybe you went overboard and you have to kind of apologize. I don't know what it is, but there's something in your subconscious that is kind of telling you like you need to make things right with that person before you go into the next chapter of your life, because it's always going to bother you. Something like that. Or maybe you're waiting for someone to apologize to you. I don't know, to be honest, but that's kind of what I'm feeling there. Okay, so what's crossing this energy is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, it could be a certain individual. It could be a romantic connection you had with someone where you feel like there's some type of a loose ends now. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. It's like you did what you had to do. You had to gain your strength. You had to like let people know what's up. But now there's this sort of underlying emotion that you feel towards someone that doesn't let you necessarily move forward in the ways that you'd like to, because you're looking back. Like if you notice, she's looking back. Normally the Two of Wands, they're looking forward, but she's looking back, and I feel like that's you. Like you keep thinking back at this person because it kind of ended messy with that Tower. Like it didn't end naturally. It didn't end fairly. That's what I'm looking for. Like it wasn't an equal decision, that ending or something. Like I don't know, but let's see, what is this Ace of Cups about? But I do think it's like a romantic connection for some of you. Six of Swords. Yeah, it's like you maybe, okay, for example, like maybe you guys ended the connection way too soon, or maybe someone left because they weren't able to express how they felt, and they just left without saying anything. They could have ghosted the other person, and whoever ghosted is kind of regretting it. Like, I don't know if that's you or the other person. But, or maybe you don't regret leaving that person. You just think like, I should have at least told them why I was leaving. I should have given them closure of some kind. Yeah, Three of Swords, heartbreak, for sure. Here's the Page of Cups, the apology that it was never said, the Death card. It just ended abruptly with that Tower card. Like, whatever this one, it just ended abruptly. And you feel like if you don't have closure with this individual, you're not going to be able to move forward. Like, it's always going to be nagging you at the back of your head. Because this really hurt the person. Whoever got ghosted, like, it really hurt them. And I don't know if it was you or them, but there's, like, guilt behind that. And that guilt kind of won't let you sleep at night. Like, that's what I'm sensing. This is interesting. Okay, so what's crowning this energy is the Ten of Pentacles. So we have family situations coming forward here. So I feel like for a lot of you that your issues were stemming from family issues. So I think you had that releasing your anger towards your family members, to be honest. Like, maybe you're just tired of your family's shit, something like that. I feel that someone is tired of their family upkeeping appearances. Like, you're tired of everything always being so poised and composed, you know, in the forefront, but behind the scenes, like, the actual truth is that it's a fucking mess. Excuse my language. Kind of channeling the anger that you're feeling here. But you're tired of that. You're tired of the facades. You're tired of the fake love from people. You just want people to be authentic. And I think it was with family that you let them hear what you got to say. Ooh, damn, Cancer, we have the Devil. Yeah, so there was a lot of toxicity in your family dynamic, and you're over it. Like, that's what I'm saying, that you stood up for yourself. Maybe your family was always pressuring you to do something and you had enough. And that was like your tipping point. That's what made you explode. And I think during this explosion, you finally were able to feel everything that you were suppressing. And in doing that, your heart kind of went back to this person, because this situation is just something else that you kept suppressing, something that you kept numbing yourself. So when you address this, it was only a matter of time before this came into the surface as well. But with that Devil card, it's like there's a lot of darkness. Like, we did say letting go of the darkness, right? So that's the darkness that you're letting go of. It's like you know better, though. You're Cancer. You guys are highly intuitive and psychic. So you always knew that this was, like, fucked up. That you numbing yourself was fucked up. Like, you knew that at any point, that, like, it was just at any moment that the truth was going to come out, that there was going to be, like, a tipping point, a tower moment where everything just hit the fan. Like, you always knew that was going to happen, that it was just a matter of time. Yeah, Five of Swords. There was just so much drama. There was so much, like, self-motivated actions by the people around you. Like, everyone is so selfish. And you're tired of that. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You just want to be happy. And you just want to be around family members that are happy and authentic and true. And not acting like everything is fine all the time. You want authenticity. By finally letting go of the darkness, you're finally also realizing what it is that you want out of life. Because you're finally addressing the elephant in the room that was never addressed within yourself, you know. You just kept coping and numbing. And as you're finally getting rid of all this baggage, you're starting to see things more clearly. You're starting to think about things more happily. There's just, like, restored hope in you, and you're thinking, like, maybe I can have this happily ever after. I just need to, you know, get my shit right, and I'm sure that I'll attract someone who wants the same things that I want, so long as I'm being true to myself. Wow, Cancer. I feel like we've been waiting for this to happen, and it's finally happening. So what's rooting this is the King of Wands. So there's this is like the anger that I was feeling, that fiery passion. I don't know if you have fire placements, but I feel like you do, and you perhaps have been suppressing them also, but they're now working in your favor. You're now tapping into that fire energy, releasing the anger, you know, talking your shit, that type of thing, being honest and authentic, going after the things that you want and not caring about what anyone thinks. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you who were having issues with a mother or like a feminine figure of some kind, you let them know how you feel too. It's very much like a movie scene where someone just finally has like a breaking point and they just let it all out. Yeah, we have the Sun card. So you're doing what makes you happy. You're only speaking your truth because you want to be happy. And you want others to be happy too. You know that people who live in this fake mentality that acting that everything is fine is not happiness. It's not. Recent past is the Six of Swords. So this is you finally moving forward, letting go what you need to let go, even if it means going alone. Maybe that's why you stayed with this energy for so long, because you were scared of being alone, but now you're not. Ooh. Judgment. Yeah, you're waking up to your truth. You're becoming aware of everything that your guides and angels have been trying to see. I feel that for the longest time you were going against what your intuition was telling you, and you were, you know, tapping more into your free will, acting out more in free will instead of where you're meant to go. And now you're waking up to that. You're waking up to the fact that you've been sabotaging yourself perhaps by not being true to yourself. And again, this 10 of Cups does not want to go away. Ace of Cups right underneath that. Ooh, with the Lovers. Yeah, you're waking up because you're starting to recognize that you're not happy with where you're at. Or were at. I feel like you're becoming happy now, but I feel like you're having this awakening because you want the happiness that you see people have, you know. I'm not saying like you compare yourself to others, but I'm just saying like literally just seeing, you know, couples happy together, like showing genuine love for each other. It's like you want that too. So why can't I have that? What is it about me that's blocking this? And it's all this darkness that's been blocking that. And I think you recognizing that you want this love and you want to be loved and you want to love is helping you awaken to your truth as well. So what you need to know is the Five of Pentacles. So with Five of Pentacles, I feel that your truth, the way that you've been acting and being authentic, is going to upset a lot of people. You might not talk to your family for a while. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need a break from family, to be honest. If you've done everything that you could to see people or to make people understand how you're feeling or what you want out of life and they still won't budge, then there's definitely a time to finally just set boundaries and be like, you know what? I told you how I feel and I'm not feeling heard. So I'm going to stop here and not try anymore. You guys know where to find me. I'm not necessarily upset, but I'm also not going to kiss your ass. You know, so I feel like with the Five of Pentacles here, there's some boundaries that need to be set with the family, and they're going to be super upset, but that's growth. When you know you're starting to make people upset because you're putting yourself first, that's growth right there. Family hates it at first when you set boundaries, but once they get used to it, they know, and they won't budge anymore. It's such a beautiful thing when they're used to your boundaries that you don't even have to explain it anymore. So please don't feel bad. Okay, I think we're so accustomed to making sure that everyone else feels comforted and safe, but who the hell does that for us? You know, sometimes we have to be hard on other people and tell them, like, I don't want to deal with this, and I don't have to, you know. We have Temperance to clarify that. So I feel that this is what's meant to happen right now, and it'll all work out in the end. Okay. With letting go of the darkness and surrender, it's just a matter of just keep your faith, because it's all going to work out in the end. Like, your family eventually is going to understand where you're coming from. They're going to apologize even, you know. Eventually they're going to come around. So just, you know, surrender, let the universe take care of it. If you've done everything you could, you don't have to do anything anymore. Just do your thing, sit back and relax, and allow divine timing to take its course and do what it needs to do. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ace of Swords, yeah. The truth has already been said. I feel like you've already said everything you need to say, and it's up to people to respect that. And if they don't, then you don't have to convince them otherwise, and the right ones will come back and they will understand how you feel. And that's all that matters. All right, Cancer, this was an amazing reading. I hope it resonated for someone out there, because I really enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and finish it off with your fortune, and let's see what your final message is. Oh, that was fast. Yep. Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Exactly. And I feel like a lot of you do just want happiness, like in the family, in the home. You want a relationship that is healthy and genuine. It's like, you're not asking for much, right? But that's what you want, and that's what is going to come true. At the bottom of the deck is Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Exactly. So don't ignore your intuition anymore, Cancer. You guys are like one of the most spiritually inclined people. You guys are super intuitive. So don't ignore your gut feelings anymore, because they're telling you what you need to know. All right, Cancer. So I hope this reading resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that other Cancers can hear this message too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in your love reading. Bye.